Rao, and yes, I am recording. So, April is Stress Awareness Month, and we have been focusing on stress and how mindfulness can help with stress. So, this is actually our last week. So thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you have taken away some tools, some strategies, maybe some breathing exercises that you can do in your everyday life to help you deal with stress. So, what is stress? Stress is basically our body's reaction and response to feeling threatened or under pressure. Now, we need stress in our life. It's what helps us to be productive, to be focused. It helps us deal with daily tasks. The problem is when stress starts to take over our lives and it starts to affect our mood, it starts to affect our body, our relationships with people, our general well-being. That is when stress becomes a problem. And that's why mindfulness is so great for helping you to deal with any stressful situations you might be having in your life. Because what mindfulness does is it helps you to put things into perspective. It helps you to take back control of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. It helps you to pause for a moment and use your wise mind to react to a situation rather than reacting on impulse or emotion. So this is where mindfulness is so great for reducing stress and just enhancing our overall well-being. Now, a couple of things. So 3 tips that I thought that I would share with you. If you are working from home, if you are feeling stressed, and these are just 3 tips that I use, but I think everyone who has been working from home will have suffered from maybe some kind of stress or burnout or overwhelm. Now, a really good thing to do is to actually schedule breaks into your working calendar. Now, I know this sounds simple, but actually blocking out sort of maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes in your diary, it helps you to feel in control of your working day rather than your working day controlling you. And I think often when we are stressed, it's because we feel like we're not in control of our life, of our work, of our relationships and things like that. So actually blocking out time in your day to just focus on yourself is a really good thing to do to help to reduce any stress you might be having. Another thing is to have a me day. Now, I used to have what I called a me day Monday, and it was all about me. And basically, I would finish work at 5 o'clock. I would then go on to do a yoga class. I then would go to a choir. I used to sing with a pop rock choir. And basically, it was all about me. And it wasn't about, my kids, my family, my husband, or anything like that, my friends. It was about me. And actually, by having this higher purpose, it gave me a reason to shut my computer down at 5 o'clock. Because I think the problem with working from home is we let our working day kind of transition into our personal life. So by giving yourself that higher purpose, that reason to shut down, that me day, I think is really important. The other thing is have a mindful trigger. Remember, I talked about this last week, using an opportunity in your everyday life to actually focus on your breathing for 60 seconds. Now, that could be something as simple as, every time you make a cup of tea, every time you open a door. My favorite one, every time I shut down a Zoom meeting. Because if you are having back-to-back Zoom meetings, quite often when you're in one meeting, you are thinking about the meeting that's coming up. And when you're in that meeting, you're thinking about the meeting that's already been. And as a result, you're not really productive in any of the meetings. So by using that time when you shut down from one Zoom meeting to actually just focus on your breathing for 60 seconds will help you to reduce stress and to be more productive. So they're just my little tips that I thought that I would share with you. So I thought today what we might do is just a really simple kind of focus meditation, just to take control of our thoughts and feelings, bring yourself back to the present moment, and to hopefully leave this session feeling more relaxed, more stress-free, and actually feel more productive. Sandy, in your case, probably have a restful night's sleep. because you're not in the UK. And I'm not sure what time it is there, but I know you're in the evening. So getting comfortable, starting our guided meditation session, as we always do, getting comfortable in your chair and just either lowering your gaze, closing your eyes, and just taking a moment to let your breathing settle. Let your thoughts settle. Just maybe gather any thoughts or feelings you're having and just try to slow everything down. Just slowing everything down. Perhaps you've had a busy morning, a busy day. Perhaps this is the first time you've actually stopped to focus on yourself, to focus on your breathing. Just let anything that might be going on in your mind to just almost like dust, just falling down, just disappearing. Just notice where your breathing is, and if it's quite high in your chest, just bring it down. Bring it down to your belly. Really slowing down your breathing, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, our calming response. Just notice if you are feeling any tension or any stress in your body. Just bring your awareness to where you might be feeling that, perhaps in your stomach, perhaps in your chest, perhaps in your shoulders, perhaps in your head, your forehead. Often we frown when we're stressed. Just notice anything you might be feeling and just see if you can soften. Soften any part of your body that feels tense or anxious. Just start to notice any sounds around you. Just bringing your awareness to just outside of your body. Just noticing anything you can hear. Perhaps you can't hear anything, in which case just notice the silence. Perhaps you can hear humming or buzzing. Just notice anything you can hear. just outside of your body. And now just expanding your awareness to slightly outside of yourself, perhaps in your room or wherever you're sitting, noticing any sounds. And just using this as an opportunity to focus on them. Again, perhaps you might not notice anything. So just notice the silence. And now just moving your awareness to outside your room, outside your house, outside of your workplace. Just notice what you can hear. Perhaps you can hear voices. Perhaps you can hear a car or a bus. Perhaps you can hear children or the TV. And rather than label the sounds you can hear, perhaps just notice and focus on the pitch, on the volume, and perhaps you can't hear anything, in which case just focus on the silence, maybe noticing your breathing. Perhaps you can hear your breathing. And now just bring this awareness, this expansive awareness that's now outside your room, outside your house. Just bring that awareness back to your breathing. Really using this opportunity to focus inwardly. And if your mind wanders, just notice where your mind has gone. Don't judge it, don't criticize it or analyze where your thoughts have wandered to. Just acknowledge it. Acknowledge your thoughts and bring them back to your breathing, grounding yourself with every in-breath and every out-breath. Just using this time, this precious time, to really focus on yourself. And if you notice any tension in your body, just use this as an opportunity to really breathe in to where you might be feeling some tension. See if you can just soften. Soften any tension you might be holding on to. Now just bringing your awareness back as we come to the end of our session. Just gathering your thoughts wherever they might be. And bringing yourself back to your morning. Perhaps gently opening your eyes. Maybe just using this time to roll your shoulders back. Opening your eyes, taking a big stretch. Maybe taking a few more deep breaths. And just bringing your awareness back to the morning, to the here and now. So, thank you so much for joining me for this morning's mindfulness session. And this concludes our month of stress awareness. So I hope you're starting to feel some of the benefits that mindfulness and meditation can offer you. It's one of those things you need to do yourself to actually appreciate the benefits. And you know, mindfulness is a lifelong journey and a lifelong practice. You know, sometimes people, you know, they try to still their mind or they try to, you know, meditate, and actually they, you know, they just have a bad time because their mind is scattered, and, you know, and that's fine. You know, there's no right or wrong way of doing mindfulness. It's all about the experience, the journey, calm, relaxation. These are all byproducts of mindfulness. They are not the end goal. So try not to set an expectation like, I want to feel less stressed, I want to be more happy when you do these sessions. Actually, just let them be. Just be in the present moment and just acknowledge how you're feeling at this moment in time. And the breath is such a great way to kind of help you to refocus and bring your awareness back to the present moment. So I don't want to talk for too much longer because I like to keep these sessions bite-sized. So thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to share with you that I am running an 8-week program. It's a lot more detailed and a lot more structured to these bite-sized sessions. We actually do a full program, and it runs for 8 weeks. It's every Monday from 6 till 7, starting the 10th of May. If you are interested, please go to my website, www.mindfulstation.co.uk. All of the information is there. If you are interested, I've still got some spaces. It is completely free. And the reason I'm doing it for free is I'm wanting to give something back to people during these uncertain times. Plus, I'm also really wanting the experience myself, and I'm hoping to get some testimonials or recommendations afterwards. Georgia said he can't do Mondays. That's fine. Oh, what a shame. Look, if there is the demand, I might end up doing it again on another day. But yeah, check out my website. All the information is there. And yeah, I'm going to let you go. But thank you so, so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday and enjoy the rest of your week. It's a long weekend this weekend, so have a fabulous week, a fabulous long weekend, and I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you, George. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for those who are joining me on Facebook. I really appreciate you joining me today, and have a fabulous afternoon. Mwah. Okay, bye.